Okay. Okay. Okay.
Smash the like button. Okay?
Okay. Okay. Yo, 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 yo. It is another week, another episode of the What's Your Opinions podcast, guys. Welcome. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, week, month, whenever you guys are listening to this. I hope you guys are just being well and being happy. That's what I'm trying to do right now. So, I hope you guys are doing great. This is going to be a pretty short episode. I'd really kind of had nothing planned going this until I have like one topic I really want to talk about. But other than that, I really want to not talk about, get through the week. I had a great week. We're back in the garage. It's hot ass sneaky garage. I cleaned it up a lot more, and I have a lot of things in this garage I do have plans for. So do not worry. This is not going to be like, end all be all kind of thing. But we getting through it and all that. But overall, I'm having a great time. Garage is mostly cleaned up for what it is. And we're trying to do some more things with it. YouTube channel, we're trying to grow it. And I was going through YouTube, and I know like the gaming channel's been pretty dry the last couple of days. And I not that I just felt burnt out about our gaming channel. I really don't. I just felt like they're like, and I get it. It's just post, 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 and you'll eventually get there, right? Well, I'm not a crazy editor. I don't claim to be. I am. This is all fucking new to me, right? I just feel like I'm like, oh man, I put like a really good thumbnail, and I just did this and that. And sure enough, I was like, oh man, like, maybe I'll get like a 20 view like thing or whatever. I strive for like 20 views. That's crazy, right? And sure enough, it was just like 5 views. I was like, okay, we'll take a break from this. And I was playing like Resident Evil 3. You guys want to check that out? Please go check it out. Links are in the description, I guess. But I was just doing all that stuff. Revamping, having a lot of things in cooking in the kitchen. But I'm back in the garage. Parents are back. Everyone's cool and all that stuff. So glad they're back home. But I was watching some things here and there. I know I think I talked about Dragon Ball Super. I don't know. I've been watching some stuff. I've been getting into a lot of making a lot of goals for myself before the end of this year. Almost like a mid New Year's, almost like a mid-year resolution. And that's basically one, grow 1,000 on TikTok. I feel like that is just the gateway to where I need to be personally. Um, YouTube channels and all that stuff, they'll grow when they grow. If they pick up steam, they pick up steam. If they don't, they don't. I know it takes a long time. Hell, it took someone almost 10 years to get 100,000 subscribers. So like with me, like I know this podcast ain't gonna do much. And the production we're gonna be doing, we have a lot more stuff going. Like I said, we're revamping the thing. I swear to God, I never put this fucking phone on fucking silent. Every single time. It's not a podcast without our interruption. There it is. One and only, hopefully. But but you know, just been going through some stuff. I got some goals intended for, going on with the podcast and stuff. I don't know if you guys seen like a difference, whatever. I like what I did with this camera and all that stuff. So, it's pretty cool. So expect, you know, some cool stuff, better content, better everything. You know what I mean? So I just thought give a little minor update before we actually get into our, main topic of today. And again, I hope you guys are doing well. If you guys really showed out for the sobriety episode on our Spotify and Apple. So thank you guys. If you guys are, looking for some help, Alex is there for you guys. Just contact him, the last Modelo bender. Modelo, please give us a non-alcoholic beer and make it a limited edition. We trying to get that money. But with our big story of the day, this kind of been breaking for the last couple of minutes. And I gotta say, this is a weird one because I don't in particular like I know this artist gets a ton of hate for what she does and who she is, but it's crazy that like all her haters have like are eating great right now. And who I'm talking about is I'm talking about Lizzo. Lizzo is currently being sued for her dance from dancers, you know? And what's crazy about this is one, the dancers are completely in the right to do what they were doing. And two, everything that's coming out, and Lizzo, obviously, she came out denying this. Um, it's like how many things have to be out of play? How many things have to be around you to go bad that you know that you're not the problem? Because there's other artists coming out saying, "Oh yeah, this she was like a problem working with," and all that stuff. So basically, Lizzo is getting sued for there's a Lizzo forced dancers to attend nude shows indulging in vulgar acts, and it's a lawsuit for sexual harassment. This comes from the Handstand Times. If you guys want to look this up, I'll throw like a thing on here real quick. But Lizzo has been accused of creating hostile work environments through sexual and racial and religious harassment. Um, and this is during via like Instagram. Everyone was talking about this stuff. This is like 2 days old, by the way. By the time you're getting this, the height of it's like right now. That's why I wanted to cash in on it. But reading more of this, it's three of Lizzo's tour dancers have reportedly accused the singer of sexual harassment. They have also alleged that she has created a hostile work environment through sexual, racial, and religious harassment, as per the lawsuit filed on Tuesday, July 1st. Oh wow, this was wow. The lawsuit. I didn't know. I thought the lawsuit happened today or like 2 days ago. I know everyone's been talking about it. But obviously this was filed on July 1st, and the incidents took place between 2021 through 2023. The plaintiffs have been identified as Ariana Davis, Crystal Williams, and Noel Rodriguez, while the defendants are Lizzo, Big Tour Inc., and Lizzo's dance captain, Charlene Quigley, in a bombshell claim that the lawsuit and they revealed that Lizzo made the dancers eat bananas from sex workers' vaginas. What the fuck? That is crazy. If this shit comes out as like real, this is wild, bro. Out of the coochies, bro? Bananas? Like that's crazy, bro. This is my first time reading it. I've just been looking up like articles and stuff, and this one kind of caught my eyes because I wanted to know what the sexual acts were. And let's continue. The plaintiffs claim that Lizzo took them from a night out of town during a concert trip in Amsterdam. It's Amsterdam. Kind of see where this was going. They found themselves in the city's red light district, of course, and full of sex eaters and sex shops, where the multiple clubs and bars had nudity on display. I've never been to Amsterdam before. Is it as lit as everyone talks about? Maybe not anymore. I really don't know. I've never been to Amsterdam, so of course I wouldn't know. Let's continue. The lawsuit says things quickly got out of hand. Lizzo began inviting cast members to take turns touching the nude performers, catching dildos launched from the performers. Launching, catching dildos launched from the performers' vajayjays. I'm gonna call them coochies, and eating bananas produling from the performers' coochies. Lizzo has also been accused of pressuring Ariana to touch nude performers' breasts. The plaintiff accused Lizzo of deceiving them into attending a nude show again a month later, robbing them of the choice not to participate, according to the page 6 of the lawsuit. That's crazy, bro. Like, I get it, and I'll get into like my personal thoughts with Lizzo and all that stuff. Like, I'm not a Lizzo hater by any means. I like some of her music. Do I think what she does as a person is kind of weird? A little bit. She's a little bit of a weirdo when like think about it and stuff. But overall, like to basically, if this comes out true, you basically aren't even giving them a choice to say no is really crazy. Like, and again, catching dildos coming out of their coochies, bro, that's fucking crazy. That's how hard you have to push for like a dill, like the buff boy to like come out. Like that's crazy. Like, and then also eating, that's just like unsanitary. Can't you get like some kind of like throat fucking disease doing that shit? Like if they're like unclean pussies? Like, I don't know. But continuing other allegations of the lawsuit, the performers have accused Lizzo of criticizing the dancer's recent weight gain. What? And later going on to berate and fire her. Lizzo is notably known as an advocate for body positivity. That is, I know this chick did not just put up one of the biggest hypocritical chess piece moves I've ever seen. And yeah, she's all about body positivity, and all of her fans like, yeah, she's big and she's proud and she's doing all this stuff. Like, look at her confidence with all the skinny. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. Conspiracy theory, y'all. Conspiracy theory. Do you think with Lizzo with this all body positivity, do you think she wanted to keep them skinny so she looks better? Like, oh my God, look at all the skinny people. She's just owning it. She's just that bad bitch. Like, do you think can that be why? But again, like, I know this chick ain't tall. I know this chick. I know what goes through their minds, bro. I know they're probably like, I know this bitch is not firing me because I gained 5 pounds. What? Let's continue. Lizzo's also been accused of falsely accusing many dancers of drinking while working, then subjecting them to an excruciating 12-hour audition. Ooh, damn, that's 12-hour audition. That's crazy. The suit says that Charlene Quigley, Lizzo's dance captain, um, uh, denigrated, degenerated. Hold on, um, I can't read. Denigrated. I don't know. Please, I'm an idiot, guys. I didn't finish high school. For those who have been uh denigrated them, those who had premarital sex. Charlene has also been accused of pushing her Christian beliefs upon other dancers, as well as simulating oral sex and sharing lewd sexual fantasies. She's allegedly also discussed a performer's virginity. What? That's crazy. And I think the law obviously the lawsuit's also on, Charlene, but like that's crazy. Like I've always had this thing with like religion, right? Where like I'm a Christian, right? I'm simply the type of person where you can believe in what you believe in. I really don't care. You can talk about it and whatever. You may believe in something, I may believe in something completely different. And I don't understand what it is with people trying to shove religion down people's throats. While one people just don't want to be in a religious thing. Maybe people have things with them where, yes, there are some churches out there that want to, take the word of God and then use people's hard-earned money to go buy themselves some stuff. There's a lot of shady shit that happens in the church, and it sucks. It really does. It makes you stop believing in faith. And me personally, even though I don't say I'm pushing shit on, like in the Bible, God said, "Don't preach to me in these fucking churches and temples." Like in your own homes. Like I'm here, I'm everywhere. You don't have to go to this place, to pray and to talk to me. You can do it wherever. So I get why people don't like religion and stuff like that, or just are kind of just like about religion. Like I get it. But my thing is this: I would never bring that upon anybody. Like like I was raised in the church, like every Sunday, every Thursday, Monday, I was there. But like, the minute my grandmother gave me that decision of, you don't have to come anymore, like I stopped going. And I still have the Lord in my heart and all that stuff, but like you just can't force that on somebody. You know what I mean? And that's crazy. The beliefs on the dancers, and then as well as simulating oral sex and sharing lewd sexual fantasies, like that's crazy. There's a thing of like if you're with the guys or with your girls and you talk about it, there's a thing about being comfortable at the right time at the right moment talking about these things. But like there's also like hey, I don't like talking about that. That makes me feel uncomfortable. Like, no. And especially talking about and then allegedly, obviously alleged, discuss the performer's virginity. That's crazy. And then let's continue. The stunning nature of how Lizzo and her management team has treated their performers seem to go against everything Lizzo stands for publicly. While privately, she weight shames her dancers and demeans them while in ways that are not only illegal, but absolutely demoralizing. The plaintiff's lawyer, Ron Zambrano, said in the statement. And that's a big thing too. And that's the end of the statement. It's like, who are you to tell me, like, you're gonna degrade me because I gained 5 pounds. I gained 10 pounds. Yo, our tour doesn't start until another month. I can lose that weight. Like, you know what I mean? Like that to me is just like the biggest hypocrite move I've like seen in a minute. It's like, yeah, you don't get to gain weight, but I can do whatever I want because I'm the star. And there's a lot of things that have happened during this tour, and it's crazy that people tweeted at me or X'd me. I'm still calling it Twitter. I'm sorry. There was a tweet by Lizzo literally yelling at a girl on Twitter, well, complaining to Postmates that A chick stole her food from her delivery. It's not that serious, Lizzo. You're getting mad over some chicken nuggets? That is crazy. You are a millionaire. You can buy as many chicken nuggets as you want. And you're simply just like, no, she stole my shit. Fuck her, fuck you, and that's it. What? And so we'll get back to this. So apparently this happened in like 2019, right? So everything happens, right? She talks on Twitter. Obviously, she has a huge following everywhere. They found out who this Tiffany chick was. Because the post said this: "Hey Postmates, this girl Tiffany W stole my food. She lucky I don't fight no more." Crazy. That is some crazy shit to say to someone as big as her. But and then people found out where she was and where she lives, giving her death threats and all that stuff to the point where she was afraid to leave her own house um after Lizzo tweeted that. And obviously, this was like this article was from 2019. This and then she sues her for emotional distress. I would too, but it's not that serious. And that's where, like, if I were to learn this years ago, I'm like, okay, maybe there's something, maybe there's a pattern here that she's not this, good of a person or this goody two shoes that she says she is during, like, her come up scene and all that stuff. And it's crazy to think that Lizzo of all people can do this. And it's going around. She has obviously denied these claims and all that stuff. But what's like the nail in the coffin to me, that is that she other celebrities that have worked with her have also came out and said, yeah, she's so difficult to work with. She's a little out there. And with the sexual harassments and all that stuff, like, yeah, she got a little too touchy with me, or this, that, and the third. A lot of people have came out. A lot of the celebrities and artists that she's worked with have came out saying about those work environments. So it kind of just makes you sure, like, if she's denying this, and the people that have worked with her closely for collabs and all that are putting this out there, how far away from this is the truth as it is? If I'm saying it, it's like that close. And don't get me wrong, I'm pretty sure she's gonna pay these dancers off and all that stuff. But it's crazy to think that as we see Lizzo now, and like she said, she's going. If these claims are as true as it is, she goes against everything that she's been proud of. Being a good and confident woman that's big, body positivity and all that stuff. But then again, her even her fans have turned on her. And this is what I kind of want to get into, like with the fan base and all that stuff, because Lizzo does whatever she wants. She has DM'd some celebrity that she shouldn't. She is in nowhere in the league of like sending DMs to, in my opinion. It's like, dude, like, come on, you're just being too out there. And then she claimed, I think it was like Chris Evans. She like tweeted, and she's like wanted to like suck his dick or whatever. I don't remember. And then she said, "Oh my god, I was so drunk," and then. But she has done some outlandish things, which is to be the one that comes close to my mind is the WNBA. It was the NBA game. I think she was sitting courtside, and sure enough, she looks cool. She's wearing a nice, she has a ponytail up, she has a sweater and stuff like that. I think it was like a long like thing or whatever. But then at the end of the dress, if you look behind her, it's all cut out. For her, it's straight up in a thong. This is like in a thong, and she's shaking ass on an NBA game. Like, there's a time and place for everything. There are children there. That's a family event. Like, you have to pick and choose when you want to do like your thought shit or whatever the case may be is. And again, this is not me like attacking Lizzo. This is just me speculating and just throwing my 2 cents out there. I'm not a Lizzo hater by any means. I'm just saying it's just like there are children there. You are a role model. And I think she got escorted out of the game. I don't remember, but I do remember like that specifically. Like people just went rampant off of her. And when I talk about the fans were defending her. She let her be. She's a bad bitch. She does this, that, and the third or whatever. And my thing is this: like you can't blame anybody but these fans. These Lizzo fans have allowed Lizzo to live this sort of life where she can do no wrong. Like, oh, I could do this, and they're gonna be like, yes, queen, body positivity and all that stuff. And this is the thing with anybody, with fan bases, a relationship, or anything like that. Because her fan base has turned on her, a good majority of them, because she made them look stupid. Now, if we're talking about a relationship and all that stuff, is if people come out and say, "Oh my God, Eli's a cheater. He's been doing this he's been doing this for 2, 3 years, whatever the case may be is. And my girl's like, oh, he doesn't do that. He's so loyal to me and all that. And it turns out I cheated on her multiple times. I made her look stupid. Now she looks like the idiot for believing in me and believing my lies. I would never cheat, ladies. I'm just telling you that right now, scenario wise. Made her look stupid. Now that changes. Either one, she's gonna deal with it, or two, she's gonna up and leave. And that's the same thing with like anybody that has like dignity to themselves. If you're gonna make me look stupid, best believe I ain't messing with you no more. Or best believe you're gonna have to do a lot of things to come back in my good graces. That's just me personally. And they allowed Lizzo to do this. And some of them have even came out and said, yeah, it sucks that we defended her all this time, but in the background, she's a apparently, I'm gonna say apparently, a terrible person and a terrible workplace. So it's crazy that like this came out, in my eyes and sense in like a couple days, and it's just crazy. Like, yo, dude, like flying bananas coming out of coochies, that's crazy. Where do I see that? I don't want to eat it. I just want to, I want to take a video or something, just like oh, snap, and just take a picture. Like, dude. But overall, like, that's just some nasty behavior. I I really don't have anything else to say on this topic. That I really don't have anything else to say. Like it's crazy to think that like all this has happened and there's more things coming out. It's crazy to think that in your work environment as a dancer, your choreographer is just pouring her religion down on you and just being super sexual. This is a place of work. I'm trying to work, trying to get paid and get, whatever the case may be is. Your own person that you're dancing for is degrading you because you gained 4 or 5 pounds when the show doesn't start until, I don't know, like 2 months until we go on tour. I can lose that. It's just crazy. And again, it's the more of the fans. I say the fans are a reason why Lizzo was doing what she was doing. And again, I'm not a big Lizzo hater. I'm not. I'm just putting out my thoughts and all that. I could have been like, yo, Lizzo was this fat bitch. She's this. This is why she does that. Da 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 da. I told you so. Like, no, I don't give a damn about Lizzo. But it's content, so I gotta make some. So that's just like my 2 cents on this. And what's even crazier to me, kind of like the official nail in the coffin is Beyonce. The fact that Beyonce has credit you 70 on her entire tour date and her last 2 shows, she doesn't call your name. Is this like the first person we will ever see like women get canceled? Because Amber Heard still has a job somehow, some way. I'm just putting it out there. And what's crazy is if this is the first woman to get canceled, that is a lot of things are gonna happen. And a lot of discussions are gonna happen. So I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts on this? It's crazy that this is like a whole thing that's coming out. But I think we're gonna end it there, guys. I had a short episode. This is gonna be like what 20 something minutes or whatever the case may be is. But if you guys like what you're seeing, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell us what you think about the whole Lizzo situation. If you guys have stuff for us to talk about, make sure to hit us in the comments. I am working on a Patreon, guys. I know for YouTube, it's like, what do you have a Patreon for? You have so many little subscribers. For the real fans out there, for the 3,500 of you guys that are listening, and the 1,500 that are listening every single Friday, you guys know we're putting out more content, more reviews, all that stuff. We're trying to aim for TikTok, 1,000 followers or whatever the case may be. I'm going to be streaming on Twitch. I don't know when, maybe later after I've done recording this. But of course, you guys can listen to this episode everywhere you listen to Apple Podcasts. Videos are on YouTube and Spotify and all that good stuff. If you guys want to support us in any single way, just follow us and just comment. We want to have discussions with you guys. So with that saying, guys, I wish you guys the best. I will see you guys next week or sooner. Who knows? Just make sure to follow us on our socials, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.